You're about to witness a seismic event. Now, let the party begin. Start the countdown. 3, 2, 1.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Prince Akeem, and this is the part of the show that I've been telling you guys about for the last seem like forever. But I have the people themselves in the building. Well, not necessarily in the building. We have them on the line today, and we'll be talking about how you can get yourself right. See, me personally, I've been working on this body, so I'm trying to get my sexy back. But I reached out to one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world. We grew up together, and this guy here is definitely, we talking about being fit, definitely fit, and he's doing some amazing things around the country, and we have him on the line. I got my man, Tony Noah. What's poppin', homie?
What's going on, baby? How you doing?
Hey, already, man, I'm doing amazing. I'm feeling amazing because you gave me some great tips, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes, man. But I'm glad you are on the show, and you brought your team with you, man. Introduce everybody for me.
I did. I brought Mr. Larkin, Mr. T. Larkin, a.k.a. Brother Infinity. He's the head of LSF Baltimore. I have Latrice Stokes here with me. She's a trainer in training. She's down in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She's also going to head our youth program once we get that thing up and running. I have Ms. Serena Johnson with me also. She's our Zumba instructor and the overall manager for Last Strike Fitness.
Oh, awesome. Hey, Zumba, right? I've been trying to get into Zumba, but I don't have too much coordination, so I don't know if that will work out for me. But y'all can give me some tips. I'm down for it.
It's not about the coordination. It's repetition. The first few times, it's like anything. You do it one time, it's like, by the second and third time, you've got it. So now, the second and third time you do it, you can focus on muscles, and toning or whatever muscles you're targeting at that time. So don't worry about it. It's not all about the moves, okay? And I come with it hard hitting. Let them know. I hard hit it. So, not a lot of moves, definitely a lot of core. High intensity interval training in there, so you'll get in just right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Her Zumba classes are no joke. I'm telling you now, boss.
Man, I may have to take you up on an offer one day. I'm gonna come see you, and you can make me work and sweat and get in shape. But I'm gonna work on my dance moves a little bit. I know you say it's not about the moves, but I feel like I got 2 left feet. But we'll make that thing work anyway.
We'll make it work.
That's right. So Tony, man, I'm very, 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 first of all, proud of you, man. I know that you work really, really hard with the things that you do, and you have 2 facilities right now, and one is in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and the other one is in Baltimore, right?
Right.
So tell me a little bit how that worked out. What got you into doing this whole fitness personal training thing?
So honestly, man, it's a crazy story. What happened was someone contacted me about working out and, just being a training partner with them. I said, okay, I'll do it. And then, reached down the line and was like, hey, you should really take up personal training. And I was like, yeah, I would. I blew it off for months. And it's like, no, you really need to try this. I think you'd be good at it. So I tried it. And then, it took off from there, man. It was a hidden gem that I didn't know I possessed. It was just a hidden talent. And now it's, it started from one person. Now we're almost company-wide. We're trying to push it that way. So like I said, it started from just an idea,
right.
And then it just flourished from there, man.
Wow. Well, so, obviously it suggested that because you keep yourself up and you are into fitness, and I guess that's something that over the years you just stayed in connection with, right?
Right, absolutely.
Oh, man. I want to ask each one of you a particular question, because I know people have been inboxing me mad questions. I got a few of them here if I can pull it up. But one of the big things people want to know when you're trying to get yourself back or get yourself in the line of being fit and working out, what is the number one thing you tell people to start with?
The first thing to start with is nutrition. And I'm going to let Mr. Larkin touch on the nutritional part.
Hey, okay, man, definitely, absolutely. Before any type of, first of all, just peace to everybody out there. What's up? LSF, this is Brother Infinity, aka T Mall, T Larkin. I go by many names, but here's the foundation, the basis of what we do here at LSF and what we promote is definitely nutrition. Anybody can go out here and work out, hit the gym, go running. But if they have a poor eating habit, if they have a poor, if they're lacking in nutrition, then they're actually fighting all of the work that they're putting in through the fitness. And so here at LSF, we coach and we teach to marry the two. We marry the two together. And just briefly, not to go too deep into it, but and how we do it, but just giving everyone out there the foundation. You can't do a good thing and then turn around and do something that's not so good and expect a great result. You can do it, but don't expect a great result. Yeah. And so, a huge thing just to work on parameters and keep it simple. There's a huge problem that we have with binge eating. There's a lot of overeating. We haven't been taught, a lot of us, many of us, if you weren't in science, if you didn't study on your own, how much food intake should one eat? You have various research done and things put out there saying we should eat 6 times a day. We should eat 3 times a day. 6 small meals, 3 big meals, right?
Right.
But see, that's like a map, but a map is only good for just that. The map don't tell you that they didn't shut down the road. The map don't tell you that there's a snake in the road. The map don't tell you that your car might break down. And so I'll use that as a metaphor to say that, say you're a person that works late night, right?
Right.
You're not going to eat the same as someone who works during the day. A person that, may be doing, putting out a bunch of physical activity versus someone sitting in a cubicle, you may not eat the same. You're giving up a lot of energy you working at the shipyard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus someone that's working in a cubicle for AT&T. And so I say that to say everybody is unique and every situation is unique. And here we try to match that. Just to keep it simple, again, going into one huge thing that I found for myself and a lot of us, we consume a lot of carbohydrates. We consume a lot of starches. We consume a lot of white sugar, a lot of white salt, a lot of white bread, and white flour. And all of those things that I just named, they are stripped of their nutrients. So when we actually think we're eating a lot, you ever find yourself hungry again after you just ate? If you eat white rice, you go to the Chinese spot, you notice 45 minutes later, you see, because what it is they're actually stripped of its nutrients.
Wow.
And that's what food companies are doing, yeah. So let me throw this out to you. If nobody ever heard this, a lot of people that are obese, they're actually starving.
Wow.
Because they are lacking in nutrients. And that's why we, and not just them, a lot of us, myself included, overeat. We overeat. And obesity is simply excess weight. You know, it's this excess fat. And so you'll find yourself eating again. A lot of us eat emotionally. A lot, and it's really science, and not to get too far, but I really study often. But sugar is related to love, and salt is related to hate. So literally, check this out. Check this out. I want all of us to get in, but just check this out, family. When you eat sugar, the chemical in sugar, white sugar, by the way, is one molecule from cocaine.
Oh, wow.
One molecule. Look, let's say the words. Cocaine, sugar cane.
Wow.
So, so one molecule away. And let me run through this. So when we eat sugar, the chemical in sugar actually goes to the love part of our brain and says, I feel good. You notice that every holiday, what is always on the table? Christmas, Halloween, candy, cakes, sweets. Hey, sweetie, Valentine's Day, because it's about love.
Yeah.
Now let me ask y'all this. Last thing. Let me ask y'all this. When somebody's mad, what do we say? They salty, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Good point, bro.
Salt is related. Salt goes to the hate part of our mind. So I just want to briefly say before we continue this round table with my family here, the last thing is we teach nutrition or how to get that squared away along with the fitness so the two will be married.
Wow. T, man, that is amazing. You literally gave me
Yeah.
some insight on some stuff that I didn't think about. The fact that I must love a lot because I eat a lot of white sugar, and either I must be a damn junkie because I if it's related to cocaine, boy, oh my god. But thanks to you guys, I stopped all that madness. I did. I
Oh yeah.
promise. So and now we got the nutrition right. What's the next step in that?
The next step in that is getting a regime going. Now, first of all, even before the nutritional, before you even start a workout regime, you must consult a health physician first.
Okay.
All right? That's and this is Tony talking. This is CEO of LSF. The first thing I do with a client before we start anything, I talk about their health. I need to know, do you have any ailments that I need to know about? Diabetes, anything. Anything, any type of physical injuries, mental injuries, because trust and believe, the mental thing is almost 75% of a workout. Okay?
Right.
Keep that in mind. All right. So that's one thing. You must consult a physician first. Now, if you think you're healthy, and you come up and you say, and I ask you, hey, do you have these issues? And you tell me no, I'm gonna take your word for it. Because
Yeah.
I won't make you go get a doctor's note and say, oh, here, sign this and get this done. But however, I will make you sign a waiver.
Yeah.
You will sign a waiver before you train
That's
with me. All right? But I won't make you go get a doctor's note. But I will take your word for it. But let me back up for a minute. Ms. Stokes has something she wanted to say real quick.
Hey everybody, this is Latrice. Yeah, I just wanted to add, as a client transitioning to a trainer in training, for me, when you get ready to start, when you think about, okay, I need to be healthy, I need to do this, I think the first thing you have to do is mentally make a decision that you want to change. Because once you mentally make a decision that you want to change, everything else kind of flows together. Because from my perspective, for me, as a person, as a country girl who's been eating meat for 6 years, but still tired all the time, not having enough energy to get through a work day and to deal with my kids, my family at home, I knew I needed to do something different. And so for me, I've been working out with Tony for a year now, and this is not something I ever imagined wanting to do. I tell Tony all the time, I don't like working out. I don't like going to the gym, but I don't not like doing it. It makes me feel bad when I don't go, when I don't work out. And I'm a clinician. I'm a dental hygienist. I work in dentistry. I've done nutrition. I know, and a lot of people know what to do. It's just making a mental decision to actually do it. They know how to eat, but it's making that decision to actually do it. And the issue is, when you make that decision to continue with unhealthy habits, it doesn't just affect you. It affects the generation. It affects your children. It affects everyone connected to you. Because as a mother, your family relies on you to feed them.
Yeah.
And how can you feed them when you making the choice to eat unhealthy and you're going to pass those habits down? So
Right.
I think for me, the first step you have to do is mentally decide, I need to change and I want to do something different. And then from there,
Absolutely.
everything else will fall in place.
I think that's 100% correct because anytime I decided to go work out, and when Tony gave me the regimen for the meal plan and the workout, I had to first tell myself, all right, self, you know what this is. We went down this road once before. It's about willpower, and I can honestly say it is a mental game. I just want to point something out, and Tony, don't kill me, but I promise I didn't touch it. I have a box of like Krispy Kreme donuts in the studio right now, and because I got them for free, but it's not for me. I brought them for other people that may want them. I'm not promoting unhealthy things, but I had to get them out my house because I know me. I'm like, if I see them long enough, I'm gonna break. But I've been trying to keep that stuff away from me. So it is a mental battle, and you have to have mental preparation before you start anything, especially working out and getting healthy. So thank you for that. So what's the next thing, Tony?
The next thing is actually doing it. All right, now we're mentally prepared. We've got our doctor's note. We've talked about the nutritional. Okay, I can do the nutritional. Now it's all about doing it. All right, now we have to get out there and physically do it. Okay, now, like I said, the physical part is the smallest part of the whole regimen. The mental and the nutritional factors That takes up the vast majority. Okay, it's just the physical part is the easiest. Now, here's the thing: don't get discouraged when you come out there and you don't do so well that first 2 workouts or the first 3 workouts. Don't get discouraged. Just, I mean, don't. The first time I have a client, I gauge your body. I'm gonna push you to the limit. I'm gonna find out what your limits are. I'm gonna push you there. And once I find out your limits, I'm gonna continue to export those limits. And guess what? Those limits are gonna raise. They're gonna continuously raise. That means you're getting better. You're getting stronger. You're getting faster. And Miss Stokes, like she said, she's a client of mine for a year. All right. She continuously got better and better and better. Now all of a sudden, oh, Miss Stokes is a trainer now. You know what I'm saying? So she rose to that level from just being a client. Now she's a trainer. So like I said, I'm gonna push you to the limit. And once your body can do amazing things. People don't understand how strong they are. They just don't understand the power of the body. The body is a strong tool. The body is the most valuable tool that you have. All right. So my motto is this: if it was easy, everyone would do it. Right. That's my motto.
Right. That is true. If it was easy, anybody can do it, including the caveman. But I will tell you this: I love the fact that it's a challenge. And one thing I do want to tell everybody, when I talked to Tony, he said, "Look, I'm gonna send you this stuff, and I'm gonna tell you right off the back, it's not easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. So I don't want you to think that it's one of those quick working things. You're going to have to really put in the work." And I don't know if you remember, but I told you, I said, man, I'm down for the challenge. I'm down for it being hard because, I lost my mom this year, and I want to be healthy. I'd rather try to do it now when I'm able to walk around and do it on my own than laying in a hospital bed trying to get my life right. Let's do this now and save our lives right now. So you're absolutely right.
Absolutely. And also, man, there's some other touch points that we want to hit on now. When it comes to Last Right Fitness, we're not just, here's a meal plan, here's a workout, let's go. No. We go a little deeper than that, okay? Like I said, we're going to establish the youth department. Latrice Stokes is going to handle that part for me. She's going to be the head of that. But another thing, the way we like to do, we like to reach out and change people's lives. We're in the fitness, and we like to reach out, and like physically, mentally, we like to help. We like to change lives. Like I said, Ms. Stokes is gonna head the children's department, the youth. Like we want to reach out to the youth, even through their parents, because we talk about, we can just change 3 lives. If we can just change 3, through what we're doing, I'm satisfied. Because if I change 3, they're going to take that and they're going to run with it and they'll change 3 more. Right? And it keeps multiplying. So now we have a whole, system of people being changed. Why? Because of something that we're doing.
Right.
And like I said, I think it starts with the youth. And Mr. Larkin here, he in Baltimore, he's a motivational speaker also. So that brother comes with a whole lot of avenues of fitness, mentally and physically. Right. So I'll let Mr. Larkin talk to you guys about some of his youth camps, and also Ms. Stokes will touch on hers.
Yes. And so, thank you, Tony. And first of all, kudos to you, big brother, on the 7-day challenge and completing that. I just like to give that up to you.
7 pounds.
And everybody at Famous Radio and everybody that participated. Thank y'all, and excellence to you.
Absolutely.
So yes, I here in the city of Baltimore, as a lot of people know, if you don't know, it's a lot that's happening across the nation, a lot that's happening across the world, in particular with us as a people. Here in the city, man, it's some great things happening. It's always some jewels, it's always flowers growing out that concrete. And so my whole idea with the youth aspect here representing LSF is definitely, if we, I always say, if we use the model that the children are our future, then what does our future look like?
Yeah.
And so as Miss Latrice was saying earlier, mama bringing home food, the children are going to eat what mama eats. Children are going to eat what daddy eats. Children are going to eat what whoever is raising them, right?
Right.
And so a lot of times often, I deal with a lot of youth. I coach sports. I teach character building within the schools. I have my own class. I just came from a flag football game that I coached. I coached track. I have a running program at a local high school, famous local high school here that a lot of people come out of athletically. And so saying all that to say I'm around youth often, and so I listen to them. I see where they at, what they like, what they're into, you know, what they want to be. And so with LSF representing that, see, like Tony said earlier, he said 3 people, man. And that's what it does. It multiplies. Look at us. Look where we at now. And so when you reach the youth, see, the youth has parents.
Yeah.
The youth has, so see, you get the youth, see, now we're looking way ahead. We're looking at the now and the future because they're going to be in our position. And they're going to redo the whole thing again. And the whole, multiple people are going to be affected by that. And their parents are going to start seeing. And then their siblings, their cousins. And then that's going to be cool. Nutrition, we are going to make nutrition and fitness cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it's work. You know? Yes, it's work. When you change that, change is hard. Change is difficult. I'm one to speak because I'm going through it. Like you, Todd, look, I'm addicted to that sugar too. You know what I mean?
I'm guilty,
look,
man. I'm guilty.
Because I know it, I know how to counter it and to not do it. And that's the first step.
Yeah.
And acknowledging it. And like Tony say, like we all say, like when you come to us, when you come around us, and this is for everybody listening, you are going to get the truth, the 100% truth. It ain't about taking your promissory notes. It ain't about taking your money. It's about changing lives, and that starts with you acknowledging that, hey, I want to be better. We don't focus on the problems. We point them out, we get them out the way, and now we have solutions.
Yeah.
And so, like Tony was saying, just introducing me again, everybody, I'm Brother Infinity. And so here in the city of Baltimore, LSF East, my focus is towards the youth because they are our future, and I deal with them. So naturally, organically, I deal also with the parents too. So when I have a child to say, I have parents come to me all the time saying, hey, can you train my son? Hey, can you train my son? And training is nutrition and fitness, wellness, through the mental and physical.
Yeah.
And even social, because I teach character building. So who are you? You know? And because how you perceive yourself is going to affect how you perceive others. So nutrition and fitness, that's going to affect your behavior, that's going to affect your mood, it's going to make you feel like, hey, I'm doing something and I'm proud of myself. We're changing lives, man. That's it.
Changing lives, one life at a time. I'm digging that, man. Amazing.
Absolutely. Ms. Stokes, would you talk about the upcoming youth department down here in Fayetteville?
Absolutely. So this is Trace again. So when I spoke with Tony about working with him as far as training to be a trainer, I also spoke with him about some ideas that I had, and one was doing a fit camp for young kids. And the reason I approached him about it is because of the field that I work in. I work with kids, and I see a lot of children that are obese. Mm-hmm. And it's no secret that obesity is very common within youth, and a lot of it is attributed to lack of physical activity, not just diet. And so, and because we're in a society now where everything has to be instant, so a lot of households don't have a home cooked meal for dinner every night. It's more, let me pick up something on the way home.
Right.
And a lot of it because the parents are having to work and they have to just stop and get something real quick. And so I spoke to him about that because I actually had an encounter with a couple of kids that were severely obese, and a conversation took place where I asked, hey, well, what do you do for fun? Do you go outside and play? Do you ride a bike? I said, why would I do that? I have a tablet.
Wow.
And to me, it was just like I was in complete shock. And so that night is when I actually talked to Tony about it, about training with him. And then the next day while we were working out is when I talked to him about the fit camp, because I was so moved by that one conversation, that one statement that child made. And I said, something has to be done. You're either going to be part of the problem or part of the solution. And so When something, I know that when something irritates you, when something bothers you, it means that it's something that you need to be doing something about, and not just sitting there going, oh wow, what a shame.
Right.
And so I wanted to have something within Fayetteville, because I know for Fayetteville there are not a lot of camps for the summer, and so I wanted to do a fit camp that will allow parents to bring their kids and have a full day of different activities. There's physical, they will have healthy snacks, healthy meals, and and kind of help them to change the way they think about their health, think about their the way they eat, think about their whole physical appearance and everything. And so I thought that this would be a great idea. And that way it can change the confidence, and they can impart that in their families, in their household. And they could be the difference maker. They could be the change maker within their household that everybody else can jump on board.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you can get them at the young age, it could change the whole direction of their life. And they don't have to deal with childhood obesity or diabetes. I've never seen so many kids with high blood pressure and diabetes. I mean, high blood pressure. You go to the pediatrician now, they check children for high blood pressure.
Wow.
And that blew my mind. My daughter's 5. She goes to the pediatrician, they check her blood pressure.
Wow.
And that blew my mind. And it's only because those things are so prevalent now that they have to check it. They have to make sure, because those things are becoming prevalent at a young age. And that's why, the lifetime, people are dying a lot younger. They're having strokes, they're having heart attacks.
Yeah.
Because of a lot of things in what we eat and how we take care of ourselves. So I thought that would be something that we could do here to kind of get a jump start on what's going on within the youth. It's something that will hopefully spread other places.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. But all these things are real life incidents and things are happening. I think that we sometimes as a society turn a blind eye to it. Like you said, if you're not you're part of the problem or part of the solution, or part of the solution, or part of the problem. And I really admire that you've seen an opportunity to help and pose a way to actually help and intervene. And it does start with somebody sparking the idea. Maybe the parents don't know what to do. You're absolutely right. It's a little bit different than when we grew up, where we spent all day outside versus the kids have other things to do in the house that don't require them to go out and be active. So I really admire that. You guys are doing an amazing job, and I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you, Todd.
Absolutely. Well, Tony, I don't want to hold you guys too much longer, but I do want to get more information about how people can render you guys services and what's in the future for Last Strike Fitness.
So we'll talk about what's next in the future. All right, for now, we're just growing in Fayetteville and in Baltimore. We want to move out at some point out to Las Vegas. We have offers down in South Carolina, offer in Virginia to expand to those 2 locations as of now. The expansion is in the future. So after Las Vegas is on the horizon, right, and South Carolina is coming, so is Virginia. That's in the near future, foreseeable future, within the next 1 or 2 years. However, I'm going to talk 5 to 10 years out. So 5 to 10 year plan would be Last Strike Fitness is a household name, right? Our apparel, our name is the same thing as when you talk about any type of other fitness or any type of fitness attire. When you talk about Under Armour, the next breath or the next word out your mouth is Last Strike Fitness. Okay, I want to talk about things like that. That's the vision in which we want to go. Like I said, we like Mr. Walker said earlier about, it's not all about the money, it's all about changing lives. And I think that's where we're going to actually thrive in the community, because it's not all about money. So we're not out here trying to break the bank. I don't get my kicks from, I charge this person $50 an hour, because I don't do that. Even though that is the going rate, don't worry about that. Last Strike Fitness will never charge you that kind of money. We don't do that. We're here to help you. That's what we do. Right. So my thing is, if I'm helping you, and my biggest satisfaction is watching people transform. Once I see somebody's body transforming and their weight is dropping and their clothes are falling off themselves because they've gotten too, the clothes got too big for them, that's my satisfaction, not your money. But My thing is I want to grow to the point where we are a household name within the United States. And then we'll talk about international further down the line. But we need to conquer home turf first.
Absolutely, my God. Well, I see it for you guys, man. Absolutely, you keep with that idea of helping people and doing it from a good place. It's going to spread like wildfire, man. So I already going to go ahead and claim it for you. You guys are already doing some amazing things. You helped me in a matter of a week. I shed 7 pounds. I'm very,
Wow.
very, very happy and pleased, and I'm continuing on with my journey because by November, I'm gonna walk around here with no shirt on. That's my vow to all my fans.
I watched the live interview too, so I watched that.
Yeah.
I heard you say that.
I'm dead ass serious. For the whole winter, I'm not wearing any shirts. I might wear a jacket, but I ain't wearing no shirts, y'all. And I might apply to become like a spokesmodel for some baby oil. I might just oil up and just walk around with no damn shirt on. I'm dead serious.
That's right.
I'm dead serious. Man, y'all guys are amazing. Thank y'all so much. Hey, how can we reach you guys, and how can people reach you guys for more information?
On social media, you can hit, we have a Last Life Fitness Facebook page. Also, you can go to Tony Norwood on Facebook. On Instagram, Last Life Fitness, or TWood0757. T. Larkin, how we reach you?
On Facebook, you can reach me at TEE. That's T is in like drinking P, TEE. Then second word is MAL-X, TMAL-X. On Instagram, you can reach me at Let's Grow. That's LETSGROW.US. And Last Strike Fitness, we are here and we ain't going nowhere. Let's grow.
That's right.
And I'm Latrice Stokes on Facebook and Instagram, LATRICESTOKES.
All right.
All right, and
I'm sorry. You got one more
Facebook,
question. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So on the IG, it's at Early J, EARLYJ21. On Facebook, I have a fan page. It's Serena E. Johnson, CERINA E. Johnson. Don't forget the E.
Amazing. Well, you guys, I'm gonna continue supporting you all and keeping a close eye on everything. You guys watch out for me and watch my progression. It's because of you guys. You inspired me to do better, and we'll definitely continue supporting everything that you guys got going on. Y'all officially my number one team, and I appreciate everything that you guys do.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
And thank you.
All right.
Support Famous Radio.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, Mikasa, Sukasa, and anytime y'all in the area, please stop in. We'd love to have you all in the studio.
Absolutely, boss.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, y'all. Y'all keep it locked. We're right back. Famous Radio Live.